Well, we're going to make some baked molasses donuts, and let me read you the ingredients. We need 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1 egg, 1/2 cup of molasses, not blackstrap, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 cup of white whole wheat flour, 1/2 cup of white all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of white all-purpose flour. I will also put this in the description box below. You want to preheat the oven to 350 and prepare a donut pan with non-stick spray. That's what I did already. In a medium bowl, you want to whisk together the coconut oil, the egg, the molasses until well mixed. Add in the ginger, cinnamon, and combined until well mixed. Add the ginger and cinnamon and combined. In a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, the salt, the baking powder. Work the dry ingredients into the molasses mixture until just combined. Take special care not to overmix. This is the first time I'm making it, and I'm making it at 9:30 at night. Normally I'm in bed at this time, or at least trying to make my way to bed, but I've decided to do some work. So here we go. We're going to start by, in a medium bowl, which will be this one, we're going to put the coconut oil in. And I had to go out and buy some because we don't keep coconut oil in the house because of my granddaughter. She's highly allergic to it. And let's see, we're going to use this bowl because we're going to put everything in the bigger bowl. So here's the coconut oil. So I went out and bought a very small jar today. And I've got to make sure everything's Cloroxed down in case my granddaughter comes over. Her and my son is highly allergic to coconut oil. So there's the coconut oil there. And then we're going to put an egg in, 1 egg. That's farm fresh from our girls. Okay. And then we are going to put the molasses in, which is 1/2 cup of molasses. Do not use blackstrap. And what I do is I spray the inside of my cup so it's a lot easier to get out the molasses. It comes out easy peasy, just like this. We had discussed on Tuesday about what I was going to do next, and we got talking about donuts. So everybody liked fried donuts, but I said I no longer use fried products because I can't have them, but I would try finding a baked donut recipe. I had a very hard time finding it though. So you want to mix this well, and it says to whisk. I like my flat whisk that I have here, so I'm going to use that. And we're just going to whisk this together real well. Just like this. Yeah, it is mixing up well. I wasn't sure. Just like this. I don't normally bake this late at night, but I had a lot of things going on today. So, there, I didn't have a choice. I think that's mixed really well. Just like that. Okay, so then it says you want to add the ginger, which is 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, just like that. And then you want to add the cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, just like that. And you want to add the ginger and cinnamon and combined, which we did. So we're just going to whisk this in a little bit. I'm going to combine that all in just like that. Just like that. And then it says in a separate bowl, put that right there. And in a separate bowl here, we're going to whisk together the flour and it doesn't say, so we're gonna put a 1/4 cup of white all-purpose flour. I usually use King Arthur flour. That's my choice, that's what I like. And then this is a 1/2 cup of white whole wheat flour. I also use King Arthur on that. And the salt is 3/4 teaspoon, and I use pink Himalayan, but you can use whatever you want, your choice. And let's see, and the baking powder, which is, this is the white flour too. This is 1 tablespoon of white flour. I don't know why they call for that separate, but that's what I did. And the baking powder, which is 3/4 teaspoon right there. So that's all in, and we're gonna whisk this together. Just like this. And then it says, take special care not to overmix. So you want to combine the wet with the dry. So that's what we're going to do. Just like this. There you go. I'm just going to get this out of the bowl like this. Get all we can out. Do not overmix. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to overmix it. Then we're going to work it all together. Just like this. We're just going to combine everything in. It says just until it's combined, and that's it. Looks like a nice soft dough. It's a little bit more flour, just like that. And what we're gonna do is, I have a gallon-sized bag right here. We're gonna pour it in that. Then we're gonna snip off the end of that bag, and we're gonna pipe it in. What I did is I took a 4-cup measuring cup. I put the gallon bag because it's a lot easier to do it this way. It frees up your hand so it's not falling over on the counter. This isn't going to make a lot of donuts, but we're going to put them in a bag once they're cooled in cinnamon and sugar and give them a good shake in a bag. And they will taste yummy. Ray will be taking these to work. I would love to have one, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll have a 1/2 of one or something. There we go, just like that. Let me just get these out of the way. Gives me a little more working space. I don't really have, I mean, I have working counter, but it's not huge. Okay, and I have my pan already here. As you can see, it's sprayed already. This is a silicone pan. I just put it on a cookie sheet for stability. Got that already. We're just gonna seal that. Gonna put the oven on 350, and it says let it bake for 8 to 10 minutes at 350. So I cut the end off just like that so we can pipe it in. I may have to cut it a little more so you can see. And we're just going to squeeze the mixture right in there. Just like that. I greased all 9. I don't know if we'll use all 9, but if we don't, that's fine. And if we do, that's fine. I'll just do one more, and then I'll put it in the oven at 350, and then I will bring you back and show you how it's looking. Yeah, this isn't gonna make a lot, but hey, it'll give us a few anyways, right? It will make Ray happy going to work with a few donuts. And we'll just put a little bit more in. And I'll put a little bit more in this one. And I'll bring you back. I'm gonna pipe the rest in and it's going in the oven at 350. We'll be back. Okay folks, the molasses donuts is out of the oven. It only made 4. It took me 20 minutes to make in my oven. These are just a little warm. I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag like this, and it says sugar and cinnamon, but we like ours just with sugar. So I'm doing this. They smell really good. They came out nice. And I filled the pan about 3/4. Look at that. Molasses donuts. And I had my friend Charlene try to help me find a recipe, but Ray is actually the one that found the recipe for this. He got on his computer. So thank you, Mr. R. He does help me out a lot. So there you have it, folks, right there. Molasses donuts with sugar. Don't they look nice? So if you like this video, please give me thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Just hit that bell and you'll get all my notifications. Please leave a comment down below if you've made baked molasses donuts. And you never know what's going to be on my videos. God bless.